Hello and welcome to the blue common and uncommon set review for Rivals of Ixalan here on YouTube. First card we're going to check out here. Why does this have the same art? This is interesting. What happened here? Can someone figure this out for me? Anyway, Crashing Tide is first. 2 and a blue for a sorcery. Has flash as long as you control a merfolk. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Yeah, this is pretty decent. This is pretty decent. I think this card is strong. Like, certainly wants to be in a merfolk deck for that flash, but just bounce draw card is very good. I think I'm going to give this a C+. Same card. Okay, so one is just, it looks like Deadeye Rig Hauler. Is that the one it's called? Alright, well, we'll call it Deadeye Rig Hauler. 3 and a blue for a 3/2 with Raid. When it enters the battlefield, if you attacked, you may return target creature to its owner's hand. Oh, baby, we got a Mana War. This is a good card. Yeah, this is a really good card. This is another C+, I think. Definitely Crashing Tide is better than Depths of Desire. I think this is better than all of the bounce in Ixalan, for sure. Kitesail Courser. 1 and a blue, has flying as long as it's attacking. Jeez, that's aggressive. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, another C+. Doesn't look like Dirtle is alive and well in this format. Pacifism not looking so hot right now. No, not at all. What are the rating descriptions? Okay, we can talk about the grading scale for a minute. We're using the limited resources grading scale, where A is like a bomb, has to be answered on the spot, probably won't come up a lot in the uncommon common set review. B is a card that pulls you into the color. C is like the bread and butter of any limited deck. D's are like begrudgingly playable, and F's are unplayable. And then we'll give like plus and minuses as well for that. Alright, Mist Cloaked Herald is next. A blue for a 1/1 merfolk, can't be blocked. Slitherblade's back, baby! I'm gonna guess this isn't good, but we'll see how many auras there are. But I'm gonna start this off as a D. Negate. Negate could be sideboardable, but my guess is it's not main deckable. I think we're gonna just call Negate strictly sideboard. River Darter. Wow, Sailor of Means is back. That makes me thrilled. River Darter. 2 and a blue for a 2/3. Can't be blocked by dinos. This seems like a... I mean, it's a 2/3 for 3 with a relevant creature type, so that's okay. But other than that, I think this is probably just like a D+. Sailor of Means is back. So Sailor of Means is 2 and a blue for a 1/4 human pirate. Enters the battlefield, you create a treasure token. This is clearly an A. It's a bomb in any format. Yeah, you just like can't pass it. I think this card is really good, and I don't know how good it will be in this format. It is the bread and butter of any kind of Dirtle deck, any kind of splash deck. A 1/4 really like stonewalls a lot of aggro starts. But I think we're just gonna call this a C, maybe C+, but I'm gonna call it a C for now. It's a C+, B-, not B-. It's a C+ in like the decks that really want it. I think it's just gonna be a C on average. All right, Sea Legs is next. A blue for a flash enchant creature, gets +0/+2 as long as it's a pirate. Otherwise, it gets -2, -0. So a little combat trick that can stick around. So maybe slightly better than a combat trick. You can probably set up a way to, in combat, like get a creature, and then this is like if you're putting it on your own creature and killing a if you're putting it on your own creature and you win combat, it's like a 2-for-1 ish, or 1.5 for 1, because like +0/+2 is not really worth a card. I think this is probably just like a D+. This seems pretty weak to me in terms of combat tricks. Secrets of the Golden City. 1 blue, sorcery, draw 2 cards. If you have the city's blessing, draw 3 cards instead. I don't know if there's time for this and it's double blue, but if there's time for this, you're probably going to be in a treasure-making deck, so I feel like you're more likely to have Ascend, in which case, drawing 3 seems kind of likely to me. It's still probably just like a C-. I feel like you'll get it if you want it, and you'll only want 1. But 3 mana draw 3 in like a blue control deck seems pretty sweet. I don't know how likely a blue control deck is going to be, though. Alright, Soul of the Rapids. 3 blue, 3/2 flying. Uh-oh, hexproof. Oh, God. 5 mana, 3/2 flying, hexproof. Does that need to exist? This is a C+, probably. Maybe it's just a C, but it's probably a C+. And it might be a B- because hexproof in a set with... It's not great with 1 with the wind, but it doesn't need 1 with the wind. It's already got it. I think this is a C+. I think this card's going to be really annoying. 5 is so much. It depends. It depends how fast the format is. We'll see. Maybe I'll bump it down to C. No, I'm gonna stick with C+. I think it's worse than the C pluses we've seen already, but I still think it's a C+. All right, Spirewinder is next. 3 and a blue, 2/3 flying, Ascend. It has +1/+1 as long as you have the City's Blessing. That's pretty dang good. So it's Grazing Whiptail with flying instead of reach if you have the City's Blessing. And a 4 mana 2/3 flyer is fine, but kind of embarrassing on curve. Not even that embarrassing. It's pretty good. I think this is a solid C. Sworn Guardian. 1 and a blue for a 1/3. No, thank you. This is a D. It has a relevant creature type, but still not a fan. Right, it's a snake, not a dino. I think Sworn Guardian's a D. I don't. This is fine. You can play it if you're desperate for a Merfolk 2-drop, but otherwise you don't want it. Waterknot. 1 blue, enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap. So Claustrophobia variant. I don't know. There's a lot of bounce, so this is. I don't think it's a B-. I think I'll just give it a C+. I'm gonna grade it the same that I graded Pacifism. Okay, blue's commons are good. I think we're gonna go back up to these 3 as my top 3: Kitesail Courser, Deadeye Rig Hauler, and Crashing Tide. And then Soul of the Rapids was, yeah. I think we're gonna do that. I think these are my top 3, with probably Courser, Rig Hauler, Crashing Tide, 1, 2, 3. Cool. Let's go on to the uncommons. I think it's sometimes the MTG Goldfish thing has some weird art. Aquatic Incursion. 3 and a blue for an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 blue Merfolk creature tokens with hexproof. Target Merfolk can't be blocked this turn. So then we have our first. I'm gonna categorize this as a build-around card. And I think this is probably too slow as a build-around. 4 mana for 2/2 power toughness that is hexproof is bad. And then the activated ability is very expensive. So I think I'm just going to give this a D. Yeah, I'm going to agree with BFCs. I'm going to give this a build-around, like, D. Still not very good. Curious Obsession is next. Blue mana, aura. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. That's a good point, Hansen. It is 3 permanents for Ascend. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't attack with a creature this turn, sacrifice Curious Obsession. This card seems absurd to me. 1 mana for +1/+1. Yeah, you can sacrifice it, but you are only ever gonna. You're at least gonna get card neutral with this. Like, you're never gonna play this if you can't connect with the creature, or you can't attack with a creature profitably. And hopefully the creature you're putting it on. So you're like almost certainly gonna play this, draw a card. And then if If you ever hit with this twice, it's just absurd, and it's so cheap. This has just got to be a B. This seems ridiculous to me. I think this card is very strong, and I'm going to give it a B. Expel from Orazka. 1 and a blue for a card with Ascend. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If you have the city's blessing, you may put that permanent on top of its owner's library instead. So much bounce in blue. So it's return target non-land permanent for 1 and a blue, so it's Perilous Voyage. But then if you have Ascend, it's run aground for 1 and a blue. I don't think this card is awesome. Is this really awesome? There's so much bounce. I think this is fine. You'll play it. I'm just gonna do Expel from Orazka as a C-. I think it's fine. I think it's worse than Crashing Tide. Flood of Recollection. Blue, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Exile Flood of Recollection. Why is this so good? At least a C? Fine, I'll give it at least a C. Flood of Recollection is bad. Oh, Expel can target your own stuff. Okay. Thank you. That's true. Voyage could not. I don't think Voyage was higher than a C. Voyage was still my least favorite of the 3 bounce spells in Ixalan. Flood of Recollection, huh? I think this is bad. Yeah, I think this is just a D. Hornswoggle. I like this card. 2 and a blue. Counter target creature spell. You create a treasure. This seems pretty strong to me. Like, yeah, counter spells unlimited aren't great. Being able to create a treasure token is very good. This basically makes it Essence Scatter in a way. I think I'm going to give Hornswoggle a C. Also, it being single blue, not double blue like Cancel, makes it better. Riverwise Augur. 3 and a blue for a 2/2 merfolk. When it enters the battlefield, you draw 3 cards. Then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. Oh, 4 mana 2/2 with Brainstorm. So 4 mana 2/2 draw a card. And I don't know, like, there probably aren't shuffle effects. I know Evolving Wilds is in the set, so that's kind of cute. This seems pretty good to me. 4 mana 2/2 draw a card with some shuffle effects. I think I'm going to give this a C+. That might be a little... Legion Conquistador Callblade? Oh, yeah. I think that might be a little generous and a little bit more, like, leaning towards my inclinations to Dirtle in formats, but I'm excited by this card. Silvergill Adept is back. 1 and a blue for a 2/1. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. As an additional cost to cast it, you reveal a merfolk or you pay 3. This card's great. Like, and it's basically a blue-green card. But 2 mana 2/1 draw card. It's pretty dang strong. And I'm going to give this like a C+, B-. Probably B-. B- with the caveat that, like, you have some merfolk in your deck. Siren Reaver, 3 and a blue for a 3/2 Siren Pirate with Raid. Costs 1 less to cast if you attack with the creature this turn. And flying. Oh, man. Oh, man. So if you've attacked with a creature, it's a 3 mana 3/2 flyer. Yep, that's really good. This is a B. Maybe even a B+. This card seems really, really strong to me. I mean, a 4 mana 3/2 flyer is already good. And then if it's 3 mana, yeah. Slippery Scoundrel is 2 and a blue. For a 2/2 with Ascend, as long as you have the City's Blessing, it has hexproof and can't be blocked. Really? More hexproof stuff? This makes me sad. I thought we were going to be able to have some fun in this format. I thought we were going to be able to dirtle around, but nope. This is an aggressive format, it looks like. Slippery Scoundrel. It's kind of tough because you need Ascend, so you need more permanent, so it's not super aggressive. Feels like it's more of a win con in a control deck. So I think this is probably like C+ range. It'll depend. I have no idea how often you're going to get Ascend. But it feels like you're not getting it until like turn 7 or something. Yeah, Ryan's going to be having fun. And that's it. And that's it. All right, so I think our contenders for top uncommons are Curious Obsession and Siren Reaver. I think Curious Obsession I'm going to put at number 1. Again, I'm just going to stick with Beard and then go Siren Reaver number 2. All right, that's going to do it for blue.